Logan here for a new video, and a ton of y'all have been reaching out to me asking how my house is doing because y'all know that I live in the now world famous River Plantation. And why I say world famous is because I have a subscriber from Canada saying that they saw my neighborhood on their news, their local news, and just kind of talking about the flooding happening here in Houston and stuff. That kind of blew my mind. But as far as how my house is doing, it's flooded. It did get anywhere from 3 to 5 feet. There's actually no water in the house now, but I can't get to the house because the floodwaters are still all over the roads, blocking roads. Constables have roads blocked, things like that. So can't get to it, so I don't know exactly how much got into it, but judging from the river levels, 3 to 5 feet, which sucks monumentally. And I know, I got like 7 or 8 feet during Harvey. You would think that that hurt worse. Well, when Harvey hit, I was a kid. It wasn't even my house. It was my mom's house. And, since then, no floods or anything, no major events or anything happened to the house. So I went and bought the house from my mom last year. She threw me a crazy good deal, so I just accepted. I was like, 7 years since Harvey, what are the chances of something else happening? The San Jacinto River Authority, the people who control the river level, they've changed their rules and their operating procedures, when they release and the amount they release, all kind of stuff. So I was thinking, okay, no big chance of flooding. But guys, I tell you what, this flood hit so much harder than Harvey. I can't say exactly why it hits different, but it's kind of like just a big mix of things, from how life is genuinely good right now. And when I say that, it's not like it wasn't good before, but I'm hitting on all cylinders right now. I'm on the floor off probation at my fire department, getting paid really decent. And, I just absolutely love my job. It's great. People I work with, awesome. My wife, she's pregnant with our third daughter. I have 2 beautiful daughters, and everything was going good. Now I was looking at buying a new truck, not brand new, new to me, but looking to buy a new truck. We've been doing a ton of work on the house lately because after Harvey, we didn't immediately go in and fix everything, and we're not contractors. We don't know exactly what we're doing. We messed up on a lot of walls, installing appliances, different things like that. So now that it was mine, I decided I was going to fix it. And I've probably spent, in the last year, maybe $7,000-8,000 on all kind of stuff for the house. And to see that all of what I've done is just going down the drain is just a defeating feeling. And even with Harvey, I was able to prepare a little bit. We knew that a hurricane was coming, so we kind of had to think okay, hey, it might flood, get mentally prepared. And this time, I had no idea that we were going to flood. I knew that north of Lake Conroe was getting a bunch of water, but they started releasing the lake when it hadn't even started raining here yet. And then as I was driving to work, on Thursday, as I'm pulling into the station, our watercraft engine and booster are all going out for a water rescue, and then it just starts pouring rain, harder than I have ever seen it rain. And immediately I start thinking, oh, this is a little different. So I get on to the water level, it tracks the river levels and stuff and what it's projected to be. They didn't have a projected line yet, but after 2 hours, they finally updated it, and they projected it to get to 125 or 126 feet, which is dang near right there where Harvey was. And oh God, my heart just dropped. I just got on shift, so I have 48 hours until I'm off. I'm freaking out on the inside. My wife, she's still sleeping. So, I'm calling her at 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. Hey, it might flood. Get up, start moving stuff upstairs. And then when that moment hit where it's crap, it's actually going to flood, that's when it was just a defeating feeling. I just felt defeated. But all I could do, and I'm lucky that I work at such a great department. My lieutenant, he told me, hey, if you need to go, go. Save your stuff. And, I'm the kind of person where, I don't ask for handouts. I don't ask for anything. And, when he said that, it was like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like, yes, I can actually go home, start moving some of that heavy stuff upstairs, because she's 23, 24 weeks pregnant. She can't move anything heavy. And we had, at that point, it was projected that we only had 4 or 5 hours before water started getting in. Ended up being about 8, 9 hours before water came in. So I got lucky there. But, I called my battalion chief. He said, hey, go handle your stuff, save your stuff. And then, he even told me, what way to take to get home because the roads are flooding. And just in that 5-hour period that I was at work, we got dispatched to several water rescues. The department was busy all day with water rescues. It was crazy. I've never seen water rise that fast. But 3 to 5 feet in my house right now. Massive bummer. I have no idea what kind of damage is there. Luckily, I've had great friends that have come in and helped. And even, people I work with, they're absolutely my friends. I've had countless people from the department reach out, tell me, hey, if you need help with anything, let me know. I will be there. And, those kind of people to me are just invaluable. It's not just somewhere that we work. It's genuinely like a family. And which is why I confidently say that being a firefighter is the best job I could ever have asked for. But, on top of that, some of my other friends coming out, Kyle Nichols, him coming out, he's gone to my neighborhood several times, giving me updates as far as water levels, everything, if water's in our house, what the lake release rate is at that point, all kind of stuff. So Kyle, thank you so much. You're an awesome dude. And then Michael Ribber, that dude is a solid dude, absolute solid dude. So I called him up and pretty much only asked him like, hey, my house is probably gonna flood. Can I move my riding lawnmower that I just bought? I was like, hey, I just bought this riding lawnmower. Can I park it over there at your house just until the water goes down? Then I'll go and get it. He said, absolutely. Yep, no problem at all. Go. So I went over there, and by the time I got there, he already called his son and got him ready, waiting for me. And we took his truck back. And then Michael, he came home from work, immediately came to my house, brought his wife, brought his daughter, and we went to town on my house. And I can confidently say that between my battalion chief letting me go early and Michael coming over and helping, like he even went out and rented a U-Haul. He rented a U-Haul for me just to keep my stuff in. So we moved out all of most of the important stuff, like fridge, washer, dryer, beds, mattresses, and then, all like the rest of the small stuff, just moved upstairs. But we got, just about all of the important stuff out of the house. Now, there's still a lot of stuff that I am going to miss that I don't want to throw away, but once that nasty floodwater gets to it, there's nothing much you can do. I learned that from Harvey. Saved as much as my shoes, clothes as I could, baby clothes, preparing that we bought for the baby coming up. And it sucks that we're going to lose so much, but at the same time, it's awesome that we were able to save so much. So there is a silver lining to it, that at least, going through Harvey with my family, I saw what we could save, what we couldn't save, and like dishes and stuff, there's no need to move them. You can always just wash those right out and you're good there. No need to waste time moving those. But, like I said, it's just this flood just hits differently. Maybe because it's my house, and not just my house, it's my family's house. And the one thing I keep thinking about is my oldest daughter. She's over 3 years old. Anytime that I've been working on the house and I'm having to tear drywall out, she's like, Daddy, you're breaking the house. And as soon as she sees that house, like, I'm gonna try to drop her off over at my sister's place before I go over there, but she's gonna see the house, and I don't know her kind of reaction. I can't put my mind in the mind of a 3-year-old and see what's going on. I'm gonna try to make it a fun experience for her, tell her that hey, we're remodeling the house, whatever. But then that makes me think, like, do I want to put my family through this in the future? Because a lot of y'all are probably going to immediately comment, or already commented, oh, it's River Plantation for a reason. Anywhere with a water in its name for a neighborhood, you're going to flood. Okay, my mom did not know that before moving in. She didn't know that it was going to flood and how prone it was to flood. And this house has flooded 3 or 4 times since the 70s. But, you know, it's like, it's that internal battle where it's like, okay, do I want to move? Because, you know, yeah, I can go out and buy some cookie cutter house and probably pay $300,000 for a cookie cutter house. I don't want that. Like I said, this house was built in the 70s, real stone on the outside. It was built solid, and they just don't build houses like that anymore. And the reason they don't is, you know, they want to fit more houses on, you know, each plot of land. Like, I have half an acre of land. I love the place. It's a golf course community. The people are just magnificent there. They're awesome. So it's like, I'm trying to weigh all my options, and God, it's 2 o'clock in the morning right now, or 1 o'clock, I don't know. But I can't sleep. It's like, okay, do I sell the house? Do I sell it to FEMA? Do can I buy a house in the high side of the neighborhood where I know it's not going to flood? Am I going to go to a cookie cutter house? I just want to fix it up and continuously go on flood after flood after flood. And I'm absolutely not going to do that. I mean, I know that my neighbor 2 houses down, he lifted his house 6 feet, so he has no issue or anything. He's not going to flood at all. But for us, yeah, we're 3 to 5 feet. But guys, like I said, this one just hits differently. I mean, I'm not making this for sympathy points or anything. Don't think that whatsoever. I'm making this mainly just as a kind of like a therapy or something for me. Because like I said, I can't sleep. I'm just sitting here going through crazy thoughts. It's like, damn, like, I cannot fail my family, like my actual family. You know, it was just different fixing my mom's house versus, you know, this happening to my house. It's just, it's a different feeling. But, you know, I'm not the only one affected. I know there are people getting hit worse than me. You know, there's people who have gotten up to their 2nd story with flooding. And, you know, I truly feel for those people. And, you know, I'm seeing comments, you know, like I just said, people saying that, you know, River Plantation is known for flooding. You never want to move there. Why would you want to move there? You're stupid for moving there. And, you know, they're just viewing it as that, you know, River Plantation is like a cookie cutter neighborhood. The houses aren't special. The people aren't special. The nature, because all the trees and everything, they actually left a ton of trees there. It's a great little break from the just concrete jungle of, you know, the Houston area. It's awesome. You know, I love it with all the trees and nature. And, you know, it's not easy just up and moving, uprooting my family. And like I said, you know, my mom sold it to me for a crazy good deal. And, you know, these house prices are stupid insane, absolutely insane. You know, do I want to put myself, you know, give myself that kind of bill, you know, going out, getting a brand new house? No, I'm not. You know, and me and my wife, we've just fallen in love with this neighborhood. You know, we're weighing all of our options. We're not going to be jumpy to a conclusion, but it's just, gosh, I just hate having all these thoughts, like, what are we going to do? But guys, I hope that y'all are staying safe out there, because it's not just River Plantation that was affected. It's pretty much all of Montgomery County. All of Montgomery County, moving into Harris County, up there in Huntsville, they got hit hard. Down here in Porter, that's where I'm at now. I'm staying at my stepdad's house. You know, they got hit hard. So, you know, Houston just got hammered. And even what's a news anchor, he got stuck in my neighborhood yesterday. The Caney Creek Fire Department, they actually had to come out and pull him out in the high water vehicle, and I guarantee the vehicle they had to leave, you know, tricked out F-150 or 250 or something, absolutely ruined. But it's just kind of humorous. The, you know, film crew went in there to film the flooding and then got stuck. But guys, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I'm going to be making videos as the days roll on. Tomorrow I'm going to get in there and see the damage and not hesitate. I'm not dragging ass. I'm getting right in there and I'm doing work. And back to the me not asking for help, I'm actually going to have to ask for help. I'm going to be taking people up on their offers. And yeah, it's just different situation than Harvey. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and please subscribe. And as always, have a great day. And one thing I wanted to say before this video is done is I trust in God. You know, God's plan for me ever since I've devoted my life to Him has been progressively better. And I still trust in His plan. Yeah, it may be confusing at times, but this happened for a reason, and I still trust in His plans. I know that some people are going to say down in the comments, like, oh, you think God's real? You know, if God was real, He wouldn't have flooded your family home. Well, there's always a reason for something. Like if my house didn't flood during Harvey, probably wouldn't have met my wife. Wouldn't have my 2 beautiful daughters and one on the way. So, like I said, I trust in God's plan.